Come see us doing live shows. We'll be in Los Angeles, Honolulu, Baltimore, Atlantic City, Cohoes, New York, Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and only jimmydore.com. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hey, Jimmy, this is George Clooney, the Cloon.
The Cloon.
I'm here to cheer you up, baby.
Friend of the show, George Clooney. How are you doing, George?
Jimmy, I'm going to level with you, buddy. I am not doing swell, to say the least. As you may have read in the gossip rags, I'm kind of on the outs right now with my erstwhile friend Barack Obama. And that is not a situation that behooves a major Democratic Party fundraiser like yours truly. That means me.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that, George. Yeah, I did see a headline about you and Obama not being good after the election. What happened?
Well, Jims, it's kind of complicated, but here it goes. So a few months ago, Obama came around to the reality that Papa Joe had to go. The Pelosi had already reached this conclusion herself, but once we had Barry, we had critical mass. But he didn't think that he could, in good conscience, tell his former vice president, who is way the fuck older than he is, that he should step down.
Right.
So Barry calls me on the horn and says, Georgie boy, we need your help. And I said, anything to prevent the apocalyptic cataclysm that would be a second Trump term, a literal Armageddon, literally. And he said, that's exactly what I want to hear, Coachies.
Is this how you all really talk to each other?
Oh, yeah, and I'm toning it down to tell the story. Well, which is hard because there are some words and phrases in Street Cat that don't translate directly into standard English.
Street Cat?
That's the name for our little cool guy language that we all talk in. Sort of a patois of the undone tuxedo bow tie set. You dig. I bet you'd be conversant, actually.
This is so silly. Go on, George.
Any hizzle. So I write an op-ed for the New York Times, right? Basically saying Papa Joe is not the Biden from 2010 or even 2020. We love the cat, always will, respect the hell out of him. But if we're going to play this sitch according to Hoyle, he's got to yank laterally and let some new blood step forward.
I remember.
But I wrote it in regular. And fuck me if it didn't work. Papa Joe did the requested electric slide, but before we could say peep, and before Pelosi, Chucky the Shoom, and Bamarama could get to him, he just fucking nominates Kamala Chameleon as his successor.
Yep.
Jimmy, that was not the fucking plan.
What was your plan?
To win the fucking election. Have some sort of democratic, small d democratic process whereby Papa Joe hands the baton to the people, then the people hand it to the new nominee. Not simply bye-bye Biden, hello, hi there, Harris. That's not the pros.
By pros, you mean the process?
See, you are natural.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what the fuck happened. And we all just had to sit there and keep our squeakers clamped and act like that's what we wanted all along. And my friend, I assure you, it was not.
So you all assumed she would lose this whole time?
Jimmy, if I were a betting man, I would have put down my Italian villa on her losing both the pop and the elector. And baby girl did not disappoint. We all saw it coming. Very depressing. Barry spent 3 months closing his eyes and pinching the bridge of his nose. Nancy P. comforted herself with insider trading, and I have $1 billion.
And there was nothing you could do?
Nada. Zip. Zilch. Absolute zero, and I mean 0 degrees on the Kelvin scale, baby. But here's the rub. They all scattered to the 4 winds. Who knows where the fuck they are? No accountability, no autopsy, and since they had me write that fucking op-ed, I look like this whole thing was my idea. I'm left holding the bag, Jimmy.
You're holding the bag?
I'm holding the bag. I'm the bag man. And I'm not supposed to be the bag man. Donnie the Cheadle, sure, maybe even Baby Damon, but not Daddy Clunes. It doesn't sit well with the universe. I feel betrayed, and that, my friends, is a terrible feeling, like shingles for the soul.
Well, what now, George?
Honestly, Jungle Jim, I have no idea. I'm so mad at Barry, Bo buried that I can't even look at him right now. The only thing that could possibly fix this sometime in the future would be a powwow.
A powwow?
You heard me. Real deep state meets Hollywood shit. Tuxedos, Negronis, only native street cat speakers allowed. Like the meeting of the 5 families in The Godfather, a special location like Monte Carlo or some shit. Only under these circumstances can we hammer these things out.
Well, I hope you have a chance to do this someday.
Honestly, Jimmy, so do I. But it will take time. Enough about all this, though. How are you doing? Give me the full rundown.
Well, thanks for asking, George. I'm doing really well, actually. Our show is,
Oh, hey, I got to go. I got to slapdash out of here. Got me a crafts conference at the Wynn with some investors who are looking to partner with my charitable foundation. If Lady Luck can hold off from being a floozy, as is her wont, Daddy G just might get a tax write-off and a sweet 50 or so K to wet my whistle for a werewolf weekend. Cha-cha choo-choo, catch you on the flip-flop. Wish me luck, Donald Duck.
Come see us doing live shows. We'll be in Los Angeles, Honolulu, Baltimore, Atlantic City, Cohoes, New York, Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and only jimmydore.com.